What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of A You All Gonna Be There podcast, a place where you get to be an exclusive member to our very entertaining group chat. How we
Yeah.
feeling? How we feeling,
Woo.
folks?
We got a full house in the building. We got what a Walcomp result. What a everything. Oh my goodness.
We up, we up, we up.
Listen, my enthusiasm is at a 3 because I'm tired. But
Mhm.
just know, inside, this is some of the best feeds that we've had in a long minute. Not even a minute, in an hour. It's been a long time since when I tell y'all I was glued. I was glued to
No
the feed
facts.
this weekend.
I was in there driving, baby. I just had the phone sitting to the side, listening to the feeds.
They know because I'll text every so like, "Hey y'all, this was going on." But I know, was it Friday night? I was like, "This happened, and then this. Oh shoot, and then this, and then this." I know they was like,
You just got to get on the feeds. Just get on the feeds.
And Saturday morning, going back and forth. Going back and forth. Oh, is Lala in there now? Oh, Lala's listening. Oh, they're pulling Ange. D and Yash are about to do a fake fight. Like a bunch of stuff happened that we'll
It
get
was
to.
so chaotic. Hey, Allie.
We'll touch on it, but
Crazy.
man.
How do we get to that point, though, y'all? I wonder.
So, of course, looking back at the episode, and of course, it was nice. We got a lot of fallout post episode, as I think that they turned the feeds on pretty soon. So we saw a bit of the fallout on feeds, but started the episode.
Lies. Scramble.
We got Kamu confused. We got everybody confused. We got the official Haley who flipped. And what a fun moment. And we talked about it. We still don't fully understand why it all happened. Shout out production a little bit. But we got ultimate confusion, which is so fun.
For sure. Which is crazy because it's like, what are we confused for? It's easy. Who voted for what? Like, why are we even hashing this out? You would think it should be that simple, but it was not.
Well, I think part of it was due to the fact that, like Dee mentioned in her confessional, Taylor told Lala about it. So that kind of skews they were hoping the vote to be closer, to have more kind of wiggle room to like play off of. But since Taylor told Lala, the vote ended up being a little bit more lopsided than they had planned. So that's why things were so confused. Like, who were the three? Who was the three? I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
And most of this work happened 4 hours. It was fun to see the countdown to the live eviction. I think it started at 5 or 4 hours. Oh, they start to think of the idea to flip. All right, who do we need to pull? And then an hour later, they're pulling Taylor, checking with Taylor. Then they're getting Barrett to talk to Mallory and doing all that. And well, I know we saw a bit of this on the feeds, but what a fun chain reaction to lead to a last-minute blindside.
And it was really good because it was like a slow little gradual like build. we got like a little steam like Wednesday night. I was like, okay, we waffling a little bit. Baby, woke up Thursday. Hey, I see some moving around. What's going on? I said, oh, okay. So literally, I honestly, like since like Thursday morning, the feed, and it's just been going like this. Steady up. Entertainment value was like this. Yep. They ate.
Facts.
They ate.
And sure did eat. But I think the great part of seeing the DRs, and we'll talk about this person a lot this episode, is Kamu's mindset. Kamu went into the DR and kind of said, hey, this is a new game. And he openly said, hey, I'm going after the people that I'm questioning. Chuck, D, Angela, if I'm questioning you, I don't care. It's a brand new game. And I think we see Kamu's mindset a lot this week. But it all kind of started in the DR where he's kind of discerning, oh, this game is kind of turned around on its head.
Right.
And so what a perfect HOH, right? To go in after a blindside. We have the wall comp. Like Josh, you want to talk about that a little bit and how it went down?
Well, yeah. So the wall they did a little bit differently this time because normally you're solely holding on to the wall behind you, but this year they had like little pull up bars out in front of you to reach out and touch somebody like the old AT&T commercial used to say.
Hey,
reach out and touch somebody's hand. Sorry, I had to get that one out. And that they
So the
did.
wall a little bit different this year, and we see Angela just being aware of her limits and drops down in 28 seconds. And honestly, for her,
that got to be a record.
Yeah. Because
but listen, I'm not even mad at her because I would have. It would have been 10 seconds in here. What? I'm not doing it. I know I'm not. I'm not about to make my arm sore. I'm not about to get tired. I'm not about to wait till they do all this extra stuff for me to fall. Whoop, up.
Yeah.
Let me sit down before I get dirty. I already took a shower. I don't feel like getting back in that bath. Let me go sit down.
Hey, production's so funny where they still have the Angela DR. This is touching important HOH. And then cut to her dropping immediately. But
like you said, like why am I gonna waste my time if I know I can't win a competition, like especially one like that, because we know there's no planet on which Angela wins the wall comp.
Sure, there was no planet where Angela got second to last because Taylor second to last 34 minutes. Am I right, Josh?
Wait, what?
Taylor lasted 34 minutes and she was second to last place. And that's
she was never going to get 33 minutes. She was never going to get 33 minutes.
She didn't get even 8 minutes. So, I mean,
like even if she did actually try, I give her a good maybe 10 minutes if she actually tried.
Yeah.
Maybe 10, 15.
So, yeah, I'm with her. Jump off. What they be on here for?
And also, Martina, just to address that, like, if people watch, she wasn't wearing no gloves. She was using her sweater, which is what you're supposed to be doing when you know the wall's coming up. That is common strategy in Big Brother. If you know the wall coming up, you need to be wearing long sleeves.
And then every time.
And I was going to say, I never seen nobody utilize her sleeves to hold on to it. That was super smart because that helped prevent slip.
Right. And even if she did have on gloves, that means Big Brother let her have them on, so it ain't against the rules. Even if she did have them on.
She was up there an hour and whatever minutes. So if they ain't say nothing, then and look at prior seasons because other house guests have done that. That ain't new.
It ain't. They've actually talked about that.
Probably just a little more visible because the hands are out in front as opposed to always being behind them.
Michael said the highlight episode other than the wall is Mallory winning Adam and Eve punishment. I'm a little surprised that she chose Melody, but she should have chosen a gentleman to be Adam.
On the cool, if I was Mallory, I do agree. I don't think she should have chose Melody. Sis, you look good in that fit though. Let me say that. Both of y'all look tea, but Melody, babes, you ate that. I had to hold on, Melody, right? But I would have chose D. I would have chose an icon to pair with.
For sure.
Especially since Mallory has been going back and forth and there's rumors that she want to put them up. You know what? Let me see how much game talk you can get into with me right here. Like that would have been, I wish she would have been a little bit more strategic with that, but automatically I would have said D. Come on.
And yeah, while we're on that topic,
even Eve together.
We've seen how much being tethered to someone can, I don't want to say tank
hinder or hurt.
It can impact the entire season. Huh?
Good impact.
25. Yeah. We're going to talk about it. The rowboat or sailboat or kayak, whatever it was.
What? Can you imagine how different that
out of conversations and pull someone in an important position out of conversations and a week of not being in conversations in the game of Big Brother is so crazy. Detrimental. And we've seen that with house guests, whether they get comfortable and then I think even Kamu leading up to this week before he started playing great was kind of starting to lay low. Oh, I don't want to be a part of every conversation. And then I start to fall on him. And Mallory could have definitely played it differently. I get it though. But
she wanted to be tied to her bestie for the resty. So I understand it. just wasn't no strategic. I guess she was like, "Child, I'm safe." So, and Melody is too. So, so why do I?
I know Drew was struggling, babe. I know he like, babe, I need me some Melody time. I know he was waiting for her because they do that every night, anyways. But Mallory, you know, she eventually dips off and go to bed, and they get their little alone time. So I know tonight they punishment finally ended tonight. Probably about like what 3-4 hours ago. So I know he like. Drew gonna make your move.
All her love for Drew.
But yeah, back to you, Josh, to keep talking about the wall, because man, what cinema this was.
This was so the final 4 on the wall was Lala, Kamu, Drew, and Yash. So like watch, because I actually watched this live. I normally don't watch the wall comp live, but I was like, you know what, this is messy. Let me check. And I was texting with y'all. Like, I don't keep up with y'all conversation about the feeds, but I was in there that night.
You little raggedy mother sucker. You better keep up with my goddamn messages.
The whole chat is on do not alert. It's been like that. It's been like that for about 2 weeks.
Raggedy.
Remove him. Switch your head.
Now, every time I text in the chat now, I'm just gonna text them separate. I'm gonna double text you. And then if you don't respond to me, then I'm gonna text you on Facebook. Where else I follow you? On Instagram, and then I'm gonna do it from Steve's phone too. I'm gonna do it from Ryan tablet and
look what you done started.
I got options.
Look what
you look. I have my phone on do not disturb all day, so I think I need to keep my phone messages. But no, I was like,
I saw that too, Martino.
Yeah, he tripped.
I don't know. He's trying to catch some in his mouth.
And he almost slipped that first time he did it too. I said, see, that's why you need to keep your hands up on that thing, because you try to do too much.
Yeah, he tripping.
But now the whole time she was like, dang, Lala's still in this. Good for her. And then she's like, oh, Lala top 5. Lala last woman standing. Lala top 3 after Yash drop. I was like, and then it's like, Lala top 2 with Kamu. I was like, oh, shit. Like, no matter what, she doing the damn thing. And then Pete's cut. I was like, of course. And then I'm just like, I still got the feeds on because I'm just like, what's going on? And then they come back inside the house, and I see Kamu in the kitchen. Really, because I would have loved to see this Lala's reaction. I would love to see that in real time.
Y'all have to put that split second. Like, we got the feed, we have to find out in 10 minutes anyways. Just let it play.
Exactly. Like, I missed Kamu's fall. I don't know. Did they show that on? I can't remember because I missed it. I didn't even see him fall.
No, they didn't show it.
Right after they got to the final 2, like right after I was like, you're not gonna let the old lady have it. It was like 30 seconds later, then the feet's cut.
He was like, yeah, and he right before that he said, I'll be up here all night.
I'll be all night. And look,
and the lie detector test determined that was a lie.
Whoa, the BB God said, not today.
Line 99.
Who got pushed harder, Kamu or Helen? Because that was a crazy push.
Kamu didn't get pushed. Kamu stepped down himself.
Push. That was this dude Kamu was more sturdy than Helen was, not moving. All competition. Like, they were talking about it in the house. We were watching it. Kamu did not move at all. And then all of a sudden he almost does a backflip and falls off. And
he did say he was trying to adjust something and his foot slipped. He did.
That sounds like a push. That sounds like a push.
It sounds like you lost.
That sounds like you took it. That sounds like you took a BB bribe.
It sounds like you lost. It sounds like you lost.
He took a secret BB bribe, which is crazy.
I'm cracking up because I saw Drew swinging. I thought Drew was gonna be able to recover.
Baby, Drew was struggling.
He was holding on so hard.
He was like, this. Boy, I was like, I was like, Drew. I was at the team like, Drew, jump. You making me nervous, man. Jump.
Like, just hold on. He did not want to let go. But
you can tell he gave all of himself. Because even when he went in the kitchen, like when the feeds was when the comp was over, he was in the kitchen like this. Boy, if you don't go grab a towel or a blanket, but he was struggling.
I'm telling you.
And man, what a reaction to Lala winning! Like,
standing ovation.
Touch on that because that was so emotional and everything.
Look, let me tell you,
68. By the way, 68.
Now, why are you giving that woman 10 years of life?
58, y'all. 58 years old.
I'm about to say 68 feels crazy, but go ahead. Josh.
I mean, 58.
if Lala was 68, Common would be seething. I don't think there would have been no path to him reconcile because of his ego if he would be by a 68-year-old. But honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I shed a tear watching Lala like her reaction because I'm just like, damn, you really did do the damn thing.
She did it. Like the hardest comp ever.
Yeah, that was a super hard comp.
What were you saying, Eli?
I was about to say, and dare I say, left her mark on the wall because, correct me if I'm wrong, she was peeing on the wall, right? Did I
She
hear
sure
that right?
did.
She definitely was.
She said she did. She sure did. She said, I felt it coming.
She marked her territory. She said, this is my wall. And guess what?
You know what? You can have that wall because now she literally, it's so funny how things, this is why in the Big Brother house, things can change so quickly and so swiftly.
Yeah.
Because the way that this girl lost her name last week and then she got it back that fast, because you never know, because now there is a Latrice that is cemented in the conversation of Big Brother. It doesn't matter what she does here, doesn't matter what she does
She's
before.
in the history books, baby.
Her name is now in the history books. Like, hey, I remember when Lala won that wall comp. Do you remember when she flipped the house and she put up? You know what I'm saying? Like she did that. She did that.
She did. And it's so funny how the twist of fate we get in the season sometimes, because 2 weeks ago we were ready for her to get her bags packed and get sent home, and like look at fate, like she was meant to
2
be
weeks
here.
ago.
She was meant to
Wednesday.
Jason, like we were like, yeah, she needs to go.
Wednesday, I was like, listen, a sacrifice got to be made, sis. And somebody gotta go. She was on the feeds talking about it too. She said, yeah, I heard that y'all would have been fine with me going home, and I was like, it was. With all due respect, it was me.
Yeah, it was us.
It was a lot of us.
It was.
But she shut us up, didn't she? She said,
And just like how it was just meant to be, because imagine that it was always her fate to stay here, to win this wall comp, to flip the house, to her to be the one to shift the power structure. The least of them all. Look, ain't that what the Bible said? The last shall be first. Come on.
And the first shall be last. Amen.
And what a moment for Lala. Everybody counted her out. Even Chuck was running his mouth. Literally the night part.
Chuck been running his mouth.
Win nothing.
Well, we know she ain't gonna win. Let's see, and let me see. When was the last time Chuck won HOH?
When's the last time he actually won an actual comp that was an HOH?
Did he win?
Hey, Chuck got
second
place.
I mean, when's the last time he won rock, paper, scissors to be, if we keep it in the buck? When he even done that?
Facts.
We be here all night.
The crazy thing is we talk about challenge winner diversity, and I think we've had 9 or so different people win, if not more, if I remember right.
Yeah, so far
the only variety of winners.
Yeah, so far the only repeat competition win was Devin's week 2 when he won HOH and veto.
Yeah.
And then we'll get to spoilers, but the person that won this week's veto might also won a comp before, but man, so Lala is HOH, and of course you got Taylor saying, yeah, you know, it's kind of my HOH.
He did.
As she should.
And we all knew. Because as soon as she won, I said,
Taylor say,
we turned up. I was like, it's up, man.
When she looked at the cameras and said that shit, like, this is my HOH, I loved it.
I
wasn't even mad at it.
And so to start, we start laying out Lala's game plan. And Lala's game plan is actually the first thing she says, I want to get Devins out. And of course, Taylor has some
with
Devins and things like that. And of course, also kind of scared.
Dang, we almost got that flower flush. Almost.
Oh man, so close. But
I'm glad she didn't, because her putting up Devins didn't really make as much sense for her personal game.
You don't think so?
I think so. He put up. It was easy.
He did, but I'm saying, like, I don't think she needed to be the one to do that for her HOH.
For
Somebody
Lala
else
or for Taylor?
Lala. I don't think
we're at a spot. I know we'll get to it later on, but someone has to be the one to do.
But I'm gonna tell you why I didn't want her to be the one, because if Lala nominates Devins, he can easily use the power and then nominate Taylor using it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
so
this is data that
I'm not putting my
Lala
girl at
have.
risk.
This is data that Lala does not have. Lala does not know what power Devins has.
She doesn't, but you know what I'm saying? He would easily do that. He would easily just throw Taylor.
I don't think so. Not now. Maybe in the future, there's a possibility. But do I think if that had happened this week, would he have put Taylor up? I don't know.
But the thing is, it's possible because to be retaliation, because that's the whole thing.
Oh, like, and a vote. That do make sense because he's gonna know, like, likely the likelihood that Lala is gonna want Taylor to vote a certain way, even if her noms are changed. So that will eliminate a vote for whoever.
But Devin is still somewhat tight with Taylor. I know. He loves Taylor.
But like you said, it was like Josh said, like retaliation wise, game. I'm throwing your person up too, even though we was cool. Your girl put me up, so go ahead and have a seat.
Especially knowing that the dynamic that everyone thinks that Taylor and Lala have is like, oh yeah, no. Matter of fact, I bet you're the one that called the shot. So you HOH in disguise, sit on the block.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And it'd be too dangerous for flips to happen. If she didn't win the blockbuster or the veto, it would just be too much of a mess.
Yep.
But of course, like we were saying, Taylor kind of talks Lala down and says, "Hey, it's too early." And the mindset, Taylor says, "Hey, this is. I know this is your HOH, but my opinion, I don't like Haley. Ain't no one like Haley. Let's go after Haley." Yep. So the plan ends up falling on a back door, and Tracy could touch on that.
And so initially, before Taylor and Camu and everybody got in all that, yes. So the first initial plan that Lala wanted to do was Camu, Barrett, and Drew.
Boom! Right? Tomato.
I ain't gonna lie. Hey, I didn't hate it.
I didn't hate it, but no.
Look, I didn't hate relationship it. Does Lala have with Barrett and Drew? She doesn't have to care.
I'm gonna be real, because on the cool, any three of them could have went this week, and I would have called it a successful HOH. Honestly,
yes,
it really could have. But I'm gonna be very real. Besides Taylor and maybe Angela, anybody in that house going on Lala's HOH would be a benefit to her because they was gonna put you up.
Yeah.
But Eric, you wanted to add to it?
I was gonna say, no, these aren't the ones we need, because if the red corner somehow get themselves back together, then they'll just take out Barrett or Drew, and we won't get a true power shift. Like, yes, for Lala, it would have been okay for any of them to go, but for the game itself,
a bigger move needed to be made.
Yes, so that was my only thing. Like, boo tomato, because heck, something gonna go wrong, and we see who won the veto, so it would have been a mistake to do that anyway. So yeah.
So basically the big shift. Go ahead, Josh.
I was gonna say Tasha made a comment that Drew and Barrett are not targeting her, but they're also not with her.
Yeah. And Drew did say he would put up.
Yeah,
he changed his mind now, but
like Barrett is a rat, and the worst. Like Barrett is a rat, and the worst thing is he's not her rat. He's Dee's rat. So, like, for me, it's like, if maybe you don't have anyone directly targeting you, but you don't have nobody. If I can't count on you going forward in this game, then you could go.
Yeah.
So, like, it wouldn't be worst case scenario if a Drew or a Barrett left on her HOH. Optimal position, knowing what we know about the game. No, but I will still, like you said, Tracy, I would still consider that a successful HOH. Got someone that's not working on me, that so don't have my best interest in heart.
Right. So yeah, it would have been a good move. It would have been fine personally for Lala's personal game, just not the game as a whole.
So basically, what the start of the big shift, Yash had a conversation with Taylor, and basically was like telling her like about Chuck, right? Yeah, I heard Chuck.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Before you get into it, can we talk about how Chuck was hugged up all on Lala the moment she won the HOH in the kitchen, holding on to it in the bathroom, gave her bathrobe, gave her the bath towel.
You remind me of my auntie and all this other stuff. I said, oh, now it's your auntie.
That's your auntie.
Oh, I thought you said that she can't win nothing. I thought you said that you didn't even like her food. I thought you said that she got on your nerves. I thought you said she can't win nothing. But now it's, just know. We're going to have a good time. I'm going to be up here all week.
We got to look out for our people. We got to look out for each other.
Hey.
And listen.
Oh, wait.
Hey.
Go ahead.
I just got one thing to say. I want to say he's an opportunist.
Lordy.
Opportunist. That is exactly. That's accurate. That's accurate.
Hey, at the end of the day, though, respect. It's a game. You know what?
It almost worked.
Away.
It almost
worked.
And that's the crazy part. It almost worked. But please, if y'all listening, players that are going ahead, be free. Huh? The cookout already did what needs to be done, but you don't have to be undyingly loyal anymore.
I agree. The cookout happened, right? And the black in me, I think if I were in the Big Brother house next season, I would stay on code to an extent. But if I don't like you, or you rub me the wrong way, or if I have questions about if you like a cherry snow cone or a blue coconut snow cone, I'm probably gonna put you on the block. Okay, there is a high likelihood. Okay, we don't have to be on code no more, black people. We don't. We do not have to be on code anymore. Yeah. We finally can just play the game of Big Brother. And you have to remember, you're going to be grouped together anyways. They're going to group you together anyway. So you might as well be, let me show it to you now. Hey, I ain't working with this man. Let me show you how. To the block.
Immediately.
So anyways, Yash and Taylor had a conversation and talked about like, hey, you know that Chuck was gonna put Lala on the block, right? Told all this tea, right? It gets back to it goes to Lala, and she's like, huh? What's going on? You know what? Go get Camu. Camu was there. Camu know everything. Mm-hmm. Baby, Camu came up there. You know what Camu did? Put on his Big Brother backpack. And Camu, when I tell you that man, first of all, I gotta give him some props because when Lala did her one-on-one, shout out to Lala with these one-on-ones because baby, them one-on-ones was like 2 minutes in out. What's next? Come on, in out next. Come on, in out next. I thank you for that, right? I wish she would have got a little bit more tea. That's the only thing that I think she lacked. She didn't get enough information. She did get some tea, but I think she could have got a lot more. But we'll talk about that later. Her week was so pivotal. It's all right, girl. It's all right. But Camu went in there and was spilling. He said, listen, I'm gonna be real with you, okay? Chuck was gonna put you on the block. We're in alliance, and I'm telling you, he was gonna put you on the block. He said this, he said this, he said that, yes. And when I tell you, I said, she said, and the way she didn't hesitate, she didn't even hesitate. She wouldn't even know, like, I don't know. She got Taylor told her, then Yash came, and then Camu glazed it right on. When I tell you, Camu pulled out the stops. He pulled out the stops. He was cooking with that good grease. He really saved himself from that block.
He did. He saved not only that, not only did he expose Chuck and he talked himself, because she told him he was going on the block. And
he didn't lie. He didn't lie at all, though.
He didn't.
That's the crazy part.
And I think it's funny that Camu switched up so fast because he felt like Chuck was lying about the whole lyric vote, right? And he was like, I know Yash is telling me the truth. He's never lied to me, but I know Chuck is feeling that. And so he was believing that the people lied to him, which they didn't. They didn't lie to him. So it's funny that he turned on them and felt isolated by the people who actually were working with him and telling him the truth. So it's funny that it worked out that way. But because he felt hurt and isolated by them, he then was like, listen, Lala, these are my cards. I was working with these people Clearly, they don't want to work with me because I would have been fine flipping the vote if they would have just talked to me about it. I would have been fine with it. Clearly, they don't trust me.
And he wanted to keep Lyric. He wanted to. He fought too hard to keep her at first. We talked about it on the pod last week. We was like Campbell, fam, chill.
Yeah.
Like you did. Lyric right now in the game is not the hill for you to die on.
No.
And so he's like, all right, cool.
And she was like, well, Haley is my target. I want to get her out. He was like, but Lala, listen, I don't. He said, they're going to vote me out. In which, he's going from his skewed perspective of them turning on him, which they really didn't. But he was like, if I'm on this block.
To some extent.
And they probably would. It probably goes. There's going to be conversations this week. Should we really vote out Haley? I think they already begun a little bit, but keep going there.
Yeah, no, you're good. And he was like, if I'm on that block and Haley wins the blockbuster and I'm next to Barrett, I'm going home. They're going to keep him. So I don't need to be on the block. We need to put them up. Chuck and Haley need to go on the block. And which out of Barrett, if Barrett somehow go home for whatever reason, they decide to get him, that's better for us because then we can pull in Mallory because he started proposing other lines. I want to work with you, Taylor, and Yash moving forward. And Mallory's a good competitor, and if Barrett is gone, we can even pull her even closer with him gone. Mm-hmm. So either way, between those three, if they go, one of them go home, we're going to be set to go. Yep. And I was like, man, we know how we feel about Kamu because of who he is outside.
That's Chef Kamu.
But in this game,
we were talking about it in the chat this weekend. Like now, outside the game, Kamu kick rocks in all types of ways. Okay,
I
want you to kick all the rocks. And I want you to roll over and stub your toe and do a lot of other things that I shouldn't say on air. Okay?
Yes.
But I will give respect when it's due. And in the game of Big Brother, Camu definitely was chefing it up this week. He is definitely chefing it up this week. And what's even crazy, he even got D to tell him about her power.
What's that?
Unprovoked. I don't know what it was. Now, D spilled damn near the whole game. She finally confessed. It's like, all right, you know what? I did vote out Lyric. Okay. It was me and Angela. We did it. Angela had spilled early before, which you're going to get into that. But what is Campbell doing? Campbell, what is you doing to these people in this house? Because he done picked up damn near 2 extra alliances this week when he was a possible target.
When we say missed, this is a level of miss that like D got them under us. I don't know.
Yes, D does have him on the spell because whatever she was feeding him, he believed her.
She was tripping, but it worked.
This is a level of, I'm not gonna use the word mastermind, but just 2 juggernauts. They're both playing the game and both their pitches
2 manipulators looking at each other saying exactly. That's what it is.
And they both said exactly to each other, which was so fun.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
And it just and the fact Campbell was just so cool, calm. Like even when Lala told him he was gonna go on the block, he's like, you know what? I respect it. That's cool. You know what? With all due respect, I get it. You know, I do want to work with you going forward. Blah, 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 blah. Came back. Hey, Camu, my bad. I changed my mind. Lala had told before. Wait, let's go back. Lala had told Camu if the veto was won because the initial plan was for Haley to be the backdoor. Yes. So it was Camu, Drew, Barrett, backdoor Haley, right? Yes. Then Camu came in there and swishy, swash. Let's move some stuff around, right? And then Camu came in there and she said that she was going to use the veto on him. Taylor said, no, we're not doing that. Why would you say that? She said, you have to go in there and tell him. So she had to tell Camu, hey, my bad. I'm not using the veto, fam. Camu was like, cool, fam. That's cool. Just know, like, I'm going to go out there in the veto. If I win it, I'm going to use it. Like, with all due respect, cool. Then came back. I was like, damn, Campbell is really cool, calm, and chill. He really
which is good in this game.
I want somebody to go off on him and make him really lose it. But
I don't think he will. I don't think
he got it.
I don't know who else would.
Both of them would tell each other too much, way too much. Yeah. But let me see. What else
last little note on the noms, and I think this was interesting. The fact that a lot of times once the HOH tells someone they're going up, we mentioned it with Kamu, but also with Drew. Drew thought he was going up, and
Right,
was
was-
kind of a last minute change. I think
Dro pulled out them fake tears. They better put that on the episode.
Because she had told Angela that she was doing Brett.
Yeah.
I can't say none of their names.
Let's call him Brew. Let's call him Brew.
There. She told Angela she was doing that. She told dang near the half the house that was their plans. So Drew was literally hours, like a few minutes, like close to before the nomination. He was over here getting dressed with Devin. They trying to pick out a suit. He's talking about because he wanted to look nice when he get nominated. Nobody had a clue that she had.
They didn't. Yeah, because Lala didn't get an opportunity to tell Drew that things had flipped. And Lala did talk to Drew and was like, "Hey, I want to put you up." He pulled the, "Come on, you got the same name as my mom, and you feel like such a model." I'm like, "Boy, I don't see no tears in your eyes. Quit all that fake shit."
And his mama named Latrice for real.
Acting. Yeah, it is Patricia. You know how you pronounce it a little bit different, but yeah, they do. He does say they have the same name or whatever. So they was going back and forth, and Lala was like, but Camu had slid in there at the end, like at the last hour. So they didn't get the opportunity. So when the noms got read, Drew was thinking his name was gonna come up there. Boy, I know Drew was like,
woo! I would have started shouting like Tamar did if I thought I was going to the block and I didn't get on the block.
He thought he was going to be the last picture too, right? I forget who was
he did request to be the last one.
Where he was probably like, all right, boom, boom. Oh wait, I forget who was the second picture, but I'm gonna just say it was Chuck. Oh, Haley. Chuck. Oh, Haley was second. Like, oh man, Haley instead of Kamu. Okay, I'm about to show up. No, he did not.
Not Daddy Drew. Bye. Daddy Drew D.
When in Rome, baby.
Listen. So, anyways, right. Noms come back. I mean, after the ceremony, it comes back. The house is going slightly berserk. Haley is like, she expected it to some extent. Well, first I have to say, even before Noms happened, Haley spoke to Chuck and Angela. Was like, hey, I feel like Lala's gonna put me up. I need you guys to fight for me to not go on the block. The way Nan one of them fought, when I tell you,
Angela fell on her knees when she
Angela
said
was like, that's exactly what I wanted. I was like, girl. Chuck barely said anything. So, girl, you was going on that block regardless. And to be very honest,
I'm glad she went up initially versus the back door because she's not worth the
back door. Because she should have. She's not worth the back door. I agree. So it was all chaos, all this other stuff, right? And so then it comes down to all the drama back from the vote. Haley is upset about the vote still. Girl, in the Big Brother house, that was 3 weeks ago.
Mastermind Taylor.
Baby, that was a long time ago.
Taylor tricked Angela into confessing.
Talk about it, Eric.
Go ahead.
I just know just a little bit, but I just know because Angela, it was weighing on her too, because she gets so paranoid and she get all of her feelings. And Taylor was like, just confess to her, go talk to her about it. She'll understand. It'll be okay. It'll smooth all over.
That was the Tiffany Mitchell move right there. That was a Tiffany Mitchell move. I don't care. They gave Tiffany Mitchell.
Because it indeed was not okay. It indeed did not smooth things over.
And when I tell you, it was like the little rock coming down like a little cliff, and it was just like, oh, it's just one rock. Oh no, we got more coming.
Avalanche,
baby. She went to that bathroom. Was like, Haley, I just have to be honest with you. That was my vote. I was trying to be with the house. Haley was kind of, she was upset. They hugged, and she was like, okay, whatever. I think Haley took a minute to brew about it, and she decided.
She spun the block.
You the reason I'm on the block.
I'm gonna be pissed off about it. And Angela, boy, y'all know Angela just at a flip of a hat, things just changed. So she got mad. Angela was upset, was like, well, this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to, vote with the house, blah, 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 happened, right? Then, now, this is where we are at the big blow up, right? And y'all better get this right on the edit. So, Camu and D, right? Camu and D were the first ones talking.
Right. This is when D is spilling, hey, this is all that I have, da 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 da. And I could be wrong, but I think they're up in the gym and
Yep.
Just having a conversation, talking game, building that connection, and somehow they form a really strong connection in that conversation. And then, we got the two people on the block that mosey on up that are besties.
They were looking for him. It's like
a couple. Yeah. And Haley and Chuck walk in there, and what are they talking? They're talking about vote and all the different things. And I think they're talking about the red corner a little bit. And I think it gets to a point where they're talking about the vote. And Dee's like, hey, we can pull Yash up here. I'm standing 10 toes. I'm standing 10 toes. I did what I did. Pull Yash up here.
Yash wasn't playing with them too. He said, "Hold on, let me." He said, "Y'all, when y'all spread this information, don't ever literally." He like, "Don't get it twisted." He said, "Because I didn't tell Angela. I do not want. I'm not targeting her. I ain't never said that."
He said, "I like Angela." He's like, "We cool." He said, "I don't have no beef with her." And what was crazy was they don't woke that man up out of his sleep. Let me tell you this: one thing that they don't do enough in like new age Big Brother. Everybody wants to wait till nobody's around to pull somebody. Camu was like, nah, we need to go get Yash. Camu said, bet. Walked all the way downstairs, walked outside. Everybody gathered around. Hey, Yash, can I talk to you?
Yeah.
Here go Mallory. Here go Melody, Angela. What the heck?
Angela, big sweating.
And y'all know Angela like, what the
she don't like nobody getting pulled for meetings because that's what
she don't. She don't. and she already her new target, if y'all don't know, is Yash. So, anyways, so they pull Yash up there, right? D pull Yash, which was crazy.
Oh my
like
God.
they go get Yash. He's like, hold on, Yash, let me talk to you real fast.
Yeah, they sit down in the room.
2 seconds.
They sit down in the room, and D's like, yeah, Yash. Wait. Let me talk to Yash real quick because we gotta talk real quick about this vote. What are y'all gonna talk about out there? And out there they're like, all right, I'm gonna stand 10 toes that I didn't vote. You stand 10 toes that you were on this side, and we're just.
I'm gonna call you a liar, okay? So, what? D really just be doing shit just to do it.
And I forget. I know. I don't know what they were talking about in the room. Chuck, Haley, Camu. They should have been like, "What is happening?" But no, they got away with stepping out of the room. But keep going, Treese.
Mm-hmm. So Yash and D come back in. They talk about the vote, and Yash was like, "Hey, fam, like I voted for Lyric. I didn't lie about it. I'm standing 10 toes down. I don't have no beef with Angela. If Angela did this vote, we weren't like in cahoots together. She did that vote on her own. I didn't know what was going on. Da da da. So then it comes down to we should call Angela. Camu said, "Bet." Walk downstairs. Hey, Mama Angela, can you come upstairs? Drew, I know Drew was like, "What the hell is going on?" Melody looking like, "What the hell?" Mallory, everybody looking, "What's going on?"
They ain't nosy enough for me, baby, because the way I would have been up.
Who would have been up there, though?
Me.
Would have been me. I would have been like up under that door, like just like this.
Lala was
just like Latrice.
You see, just like Latrice. Yes. Latrice would have been just like that.
Right.
Real bad.
So it was like an old girl from the Traders. What's her name?
MJ was that? No,
MJ, yes.
But the funniest thing, sorry to cut you off, is after Treese will touch on what they were talking to Ange about, but mid-Ange conversation, he's got the Treese standing at the door, just listening.
Ear hustling, exactly.
This was so fun. Keep going though, what they were talking about though, Treese.
So Angela comes into the room or whatever, and then they talk about the vote. Because obviously it got revealed that Angela did the vote. And it was everybody that came in the room was cool, calm, collected. Wasn't nobody really arguing. Wasn't nobody, feeling some type of way. Chuck was like, we just want to, just get to the bottom of the votes. She's like, well, yeah, this is, I did vote for Lyric. And it turned. Even the premise of the conversation, it just, out of nowhere, all I know is Haley said, Are you gonna talk about or
sorry, and I think we know where it gets turned up. I think, of course, Angela is the one that turns it up.
Haley asked about
this
Dee.
from emotions. Yes. So the whole time,
That's
apparently during Angela and Dee's conversation, Angela kind of said, "Hey, trust your gut" or whatever, alluding to Dee
about
flipping.
Dee's vote.
And that started to get rehashed. Haley kind of saying to Angela, "Did you not say trust your gut when you were talking about flipping the vote?" And that
she
alluded to Dee.
She did say that. She did.
And Angela full on denying it. And
she
I
said,
would never throw Dee under the bus.
She said, "You bitch. You're a fucking..." I was like, oh my God. She started yelling. She started arguing. Oh my God, I'm losing my voice. Yeah.
hey, what we heard
listen
high pitch about the yell happened, feeds cut, feeds come back. You got Lala and Taylor in the room kind of saying, "Hey, y'all good? Y'all cut this out." And I think they pull Angela into the HOH room. And of course, this was a big moment. And we'll see it on the episode where Angela was letting expletives fly all over the place. FB.
Baby, she was cussing like a sailor.
And she said,
and I'm mad that fees. Y'all pissed me off.
She said they won't be able to show this on the show. I was cussing so much.
She was like, I hope my grandbabies weren't watching. All I know is she called Haley bitch a couple of times, which, okay.
Haley, you better watch those B words. Baby, you better watch those B words. We end up in the ocean.
And you know what? I hate it because Haley been talking all that mess. She been talking all that mess, and baby, all barking, no bite. None. All barking, no bite. I'm like, girl, look, somebody call me a bitch. I'd be like, and I'll be that bitch.
Go ahead, Josh.
Today.
Well, I know you about to get there, because I wasn't too much on the feeds yesterday. I was outside, but when we talk about all bark, no bite, how far away from Lala versus Haley in the kitchen?
We right here.
We can go and skip to it. Oh, wait. Basically, so they heard Taylor and, they was already ear hustling. So we heard her from all the way over here. So Taylor and Lala went over to pull Angela because they heard her yelling. They were like, yeah. I guess they thought that was like a gang up or something. So they were like, we not doing that. And Angela was like, no, she doing the most. So they pull Big Ange and have a back. And you know what? Let me say this real quick. Big Ange, you've been running your mouth. You've been running your mouth about Lala and Taylor. You see who came to your rescue? You see who came and had your back? You see who gassed you up?
Okay, well, we know this is Angela. This does not matter. Angela will be on the highest emotion.
Been talking all that mess. They was hyping you up.
And she will turn on them in a minute. Even if
I love calling her Big Ange. Big Ange is crazy Angela. Angela is just regular Angela, but when she go crazy, it's definitely Big Ange.
Because I don't know if I didn't see it on the feeds. I don't know if these updated accounts, they be putting anything and everything. And I'm gonna throw it back to you, Josh. When she was telling Dee, was like, yeah, that's how Chelsea was moving in the house. That's how Taylor is. She was really the okay. So she did say that. Okay, I wasn't crazy.
She definitely said that. She was like, that's how Chelsea was moving. That's how she was on her season.
That's the winner right there. Like, oh my God, I'm so sick of her. Go ahead, Josh.
So go ahead, Josh. Now you can slide in.
So the main clip that I've seen that I watched on replay many, many times was. Look, that was one of the first things I saw when I got back to my phone and saw that. I watched it over and over again. So Haley and Lala are in the kitchen, and like Haley got a little snooty attitude, and she's talking to Lala, and Lala's saying, "I don't need to be disrespectful," and Haley's like, "Oh, I don't need to be disrespectful, but I just feel like you need to be talking like." And Lala's like, "I can say plenty more things."
And Haley tried to have a little too, but the thing is, Lala was like, "I'm a double act."
Lala was ready. Lala
she was already on defense
because even when Lala and Taylor were breaking up the fight, it was kind of like, "Hey, Haley, you're disrespectful." I forget exactly if it was pointed at Haley, but it was kind of like upset at Haley and Chuck because as they opened the door, Chuck was saying, "Hey, give us a minute."
It looked like they was going at him.
Hey, give us we're having a meeting. And Lala
she was already beefing with him.
Right.
Yeah, you don't hush me.
So and yeah, that was kind of the culmination of it, where wrapped up Angela fighting, it somewhat dissipates after that, and of course we have a day and a half of retellings of it, and it is funny.
Oh
and
my gosh, all
yeah, yeah, Yash is the ultimate reteller of it. But what a fight, and ultimately what ends up happening, I think it's just the group that was up there, and then excluding Chuck and Haley in the HOH room, kind of rehashing, wow, they weren't saying this, I'm exaggerating, correct me if I'm wrong, but like, hey, we're anti-Haley. Chuck now, Taylor, Lala, D, Angela, the one other person in there, just, hey, we don't like how disrespectful Haley was and painting that clear target. Yeah, this was Haley and Chuck.
Another bad fourth week for her. And listen, Haley, babes, she thinks like all the things that people are saying about her, and people are talking about like the. Y'all heard that beat us out, or is that just my?
Yeah.
Y'all heard that too?
Yes.
I think it was my computer.
I said, what is that? So, anyways, so all Haley thinks she must think she is the nicest person in the world, because she's like, I don't know where all this coming from, and it just everybody was like doing all this cheering when Lala won HOH. Nobody cheered when I won HOH. Haley, nobody likes you. Nobody likes you, and she keeps trying to paint it to where like she's just disliked in the house. No, people have to get to know you to dislike you. I don't know if you know how that works. Like, you had 3-4 weeks for people to figure you out. People tried to befriend you. You told the women's, I really get along with women.
Girl,
because,
yeah.
You know, I normally hang with the guys. And okay, you can do that. Go hang with the guys. Leave me alone. Yeah. Leave me alone. And everybody keeps saying, like, Chuck was like, no, I don't like that. I don't like how they do the personal digs. Haley did the personal dig. She talked about Melody's titties. Like, what does that have to do with the game?
And now she got to see him for a couple of days straight.
And baby, and I know she hated that. I know she hated that because her body is tea. So I know she was upset about that. But at the end of the day, like, if you gonna dish it, you have to be able to take it. And in this specific situation, like, Haley was definitely dishing it out. Haley has been running her mouth a lot behind people's backs. Yes. You know what I'm saying? And now when it's time to answer for that bark, all you hear is a whimper. If you go cry in the corner for all you want to, that's fine. You can cry in the corner. You can be upset. You can be sad. Everybody is entitled to their opinions on how they feel and their emotions. That's fine. But you can't say it's coming out of nowhere. Like you set this up. You set it up to be disliked in the house. Babes, I'm gonna be real with you. You are the best final two in the house right now. You are the best final two. Nobody is picking you. No one. No.
And it's funny that you mentioned that, because one I was gonna say first is she's the type of person to throw the rock and hide her hand, act like she don't understand why it's woe is me, don't understand why everybody's coming for her when she's the one who's been doing all the foolishness. Two, now that you bring that point up, it's just too long. If we were further along in the game, I would say yeah. But I just couldn't deal with her for another 6 weeks.
It's too early. If it was like 6 or 7, like, babe, I'm bringing you to final two. I'm gonna have to fake befriend you because, baby, you in. But shout out to Jason, because we do need to bring that up. During this entire weekend. Go ahead, Eli.
Question for y'all. Of course, Jason says in the chat, "Hey, Devins is in the shadows."
That's what I was going to.
He on the float. He was on the floaty, actually. He in the
question for he sure was on that
Go
floaty.
Ahead. I was just about to talk about Devins.
Question for y'all. Of course, now we've seen the impact of being straight up with your vote versus hiding your vote, and the
Devin straight up
came from doing that. So do we think that Devins made the right play by being just outright honest, or is this just a fact that Angela was the one that lied and Angela ruined it? Like, who do you think? Of course, Devins is looked at a little bit less, but if you were to go back to Thursday, if you're D and Angela, do you do the same exact thing? Do you try to hide your vote? What do y'all think about the idea of being upright or just honest with your vote?
I really think it was the perfect storm, honestly, for Devins. If Angela is the key here. Angela right now is the key for the like whole big like turn up, I think, because Devins was he was immediately honest about his vote, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not why, but yeah, I did vote out Lyric. I think it would have been so much more emphasis on Devin's vote if Angela didn't make it a big deal, because Angela lied about her vote, Dee lied about her vote, and they lied about it for a good little minute. They didn't even confess to it until, was it Friday night? Saturday. So that was so much. That took so much of everybody's mind and space, and then it caused so much drama. And then this conversation stemmed from this. Chad Devins on a pool floaty chilling. Devins was taking a nap during one of the blow ups. Like when I tell you, he just faded into the background, slick.
Just like my good sis Dominique said, it's never easy to witness a false fact. It's never easy to dribble the ball back. They done told this lie, and now they're trying to recover. You can't really, I mean, obviously D is fine, but like once it's out there that you done lied over something as insignificant as this vote, it's really hard to come back from that in other people's eyes. Because even if it smooths over now, somewhere down the line, they're gonna remember that you lied about something, and it's gonna cause like, well, I know I can't truly trust you because you lied about this vote and you didn't have to. And trying to come up after you lied to my face for a couple of days at that. And then want to talk about I have a confession after I done made game moves and had game decisions and talks based on this, thinking you telling the truth, defending you and me. You got me going crazy because you told me it was the votes from the penalty noms or penalty votes from the have-nots. You told me it was somebody's power that did it. Like, yeah, no. Devin's being truthful, it did help for sure. And him just disappearing this week. Like he just really has just
and it worked. It really did work out well for him. And I have to Devin's gonna be in our top 5 this week for sure, because just from that movement, you know what I'm saying? And what's crazy, he got downloaded all the tea. So it's not even like he's missing out on anything. He didn't even have to be, and Devins knew, Devins ain't know nothing. Devins was on the pool. On the float, chilling. Devins was taking a nap. And so he literally avoided all of that.
It's the thing is too, is like if you change your vote, all you just say, I changed my vote. Even if you knew going into it, y'all knew y'all were gonna do it 3 hours ago. Yeah, her speech just did it for me. Like you literally, I just changed my vote at the split second. It's happened before. You know what I'm saying? You can say, I just got emotional thinking about, I just saw my daughter in Melody and I wanted to keep her. So you just, whoever, whatever.
Yeah, he could have lied so much on so many things. But man, that worked out for him. I'm not saying the truth gonna help you every time, and the lie not gonna help you every time, but you do it at the right time. Whichever one, it could work out. And fortunately for him, it worked out.
And I think the interesting thing, flipping back to D lying, of course, now Kamu is one person that's aware of not just D lying one time, but D lying 2 times and lying about the power. And I know it's interesting the fact that Angela doesn't know about the power and now Kamu does. And thinking back, I think this season is forming into an interesting mid-game where, of course, the vets still have their power and their side, but then you kind of have Kamu and Taylor as well kind of forming their powers, and it's going to be interesting to see how this game continues to unfold, where there's a lot more cards on the table. It's not a clear-cut game, and as Kamu was preaching early on, that vote flip happened. It's a whole new game, and you swim real quick. Every man for himself. You just don't have to get caught right now, and things shift.
And not just that, now, as we see this week, an underrated thing that I noticed from the episodes that now Mallory, we kind of briefly touched on it. Mallory, all the vets got the chance to go on the time capsule. Now it's guaranteed that the newbies have 2 more weeks of this for 2 newbies.
Now only the newbies
and get that coin of destiny.
Yeah,
Taylor getting the next.
Hey, come on. All I know, they're gonna give Drew Lord of the Latrine. They're waiting for.
I hope they give Drew Lord of the Latrine so bad.
That fits his archetype real well. He needs it.
And I want Chuck to get that Chuck ain't getting no vote. What the hell am I talking about? And I want him to get that punishment, so he gotta do that. What's the thing called? Build that campfire. I would never forget Alex. That was grueling. Where he had to put up that tent every single time. That's one, right? Ain't that an option this year? Yeah,
I think so.
But I was just like, wait a minute, it's Chuck. He ain't getting people no goddamn power at all. So, but I think Taylor or Drew are definitely gonna be next up.
Yeah, she only tell Angela too much. I wouldn't be telling Angela nothing. Angela don't need no information.
Mm-hmm.
I think Chuck will only go home if Haley comes off the block. I don't think they can sit here and see her on that block and resist not. Because even if Dee wants to keep her, you still got Melody, Mallory, Taylor, Yash, and Kamu voting her out. So.
Well, yeah, let's talk real quick. Quick little spoiler. I mean, y'all know we talk about spoilers in feeds, but Kamu ends up winning the veto. I don't know if we mentioned that.
Forgot, yeah.
And so
that was next.
Kamu ends up winning the veto. Now the conversation, at least online, is a little bit of, hey, does he go back to his Red Corner crew? And as of right now, Treese, it seems like the answer is no. He's completely absolving himself.
He's done with
side, right?
Wait a minute. Hold on. I forgot to say something. Before the veto, just for this, you need to go home. Before the veto, Haley comes up with a crazy plan.
This is a great plan.
This is Dan level, baby. Dan.
She is hey, Thog. Oh, the Thogs were loving this.
This woman, if y'all don't know, this woman comes up with a plan that says, so this is before. So I don't know why it hasn't been through their brain like, hey, we're obviously a tight like trio. Why didn't she put Camu on the block? It's just not phasing them. They're like, well, they're obviously gonna try to backdoor Camu. So what we need to do is if we win the veto, we should not use it.
Hey.
Do you want to go?
8,000. No, that's 8,000 IQ. I love it.
Both
y'all
of
don't see the vision.
And she even told Chuck, and Chuck was kind of like, huh? Like, you see question marks like around his head. He's like, you know what? They told you know what? That might be a good plan. Oh.
Hey,
so
you know what? I've never seen. It's funny.
You would think
that Twitter where Haley stands, because I feel like a lot of us were like, Haley, we gotta see this.
Haley for veto, baby.
Won that veto.
Look, here's what I'm gonna say about Haley. Thog may be in the factory, but the cogs are not turning.
Hey, Josh, you're cooking today. Josh, you are on an absolute heater today. But unfortunately, the cogs were not moving in the veto, and Haley lost. I forget who it. Oh yeah, it was a Keanu one, the puzzle bridge.
The Squid Game
won last season.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And
so
Kamu ends up winning it, and seems like. Has he told Haley and Chuck that he's not using it?
So the plan is, I don't know if he's talked to them per se yet or told them the specific details, but Camu did have a conversation with Lala and Taylor. It was like, all right, we gotta get our story straight. Okay. So obviously I'm not using the veto. So as of now, he's not using the veto. Noms are gonna stay the same.
Yeah.
You got who the noms are: Haley, Chuck, and Barrett, right? So he said, this is what I'm gonna say. We have to figure out a person that you guys had told me you're gonna replace it with to get me to not use the veto, right? And so it was funny. Like, they don't care who you put up, they just don't want to be on the block. I was like, yeah, you're right. So they more so did it because they know Devins and Camu have a close relationship, and the story is that Lala is gonna replace whoever Camu takes down with Devins, and Camu doesn't want to take that risk because he's an icon. So and they're in alliance. They are in alliance together. The toolkit with Devins. So it would just make sense. Like, you're gonna take alliance member down and put up another one. So that's supposedly the plan right now.
Yeah.
Jason says, I think he told Haley he wasn't using it, and she said that if he doesn't use it, the whole house has changed and he can't be trusted.
He did say that to Chuck.
Yeah, Haley. Duh.
as we said,
the way to finally catch up.
Finally
The
caught
whole
up,
house
right.
has changed. The house changed Thursday, babes. The house changed Thursday, babes.
And that shocked look on your face should have told you that the house changed.
Welcome. Him and Chuck were going back and forth today. He hasn't outright said it. Okay, so he danced around it per se with Chuck. Yeah. So yep. So as of now, ain't nothing changed. Oh, I know that was a little about possibly getting rid of Barrett for what?
For the vibes.
But they wouldn't even have the votes to get rid of him, so they X that out quickly. But I do know he want to stir some stuff up.
I don't hope nothing.
I will say, I mean, we're going to be reflecting a lot. And I still think this is a crucial week. And we'll probably look back at Lala's HOH as kind of determining which direction the games. I mean, the amount of decisions that were made, the amount of impact is a lot. But if you look, there is a group of 4 that's fairly locked in Drew, Barrett, Melody, Mallory. And it would not surprise me if people start to see, oh, that 4 is kind of locked in. And if you look at Chuck and Haley, what power do they really have? And this was kind of the Kamu fear of being on that block and getting sent home because it's an interesting position.
Isn't it crazy how when somebody else wins and the people who are in power are no longer in power and they're essentially powerless moving forward in the game, when they lose that power and they're exposed and people are wanting them out and it's like they lose their hold on the game and other powers start to slowly grow together. And it's like, do we really need to waste our time on them because they're already exposed, they're helpless in this game now? Or should we strike at what's forming over here?
And I think we're starting to see the survivorification of Dee and Devins being in this house a little bit in terms of Dee has already vocalized to Devins, hey, Taylor is a threat. We got to get Taylor out soon. And I forget how soon it was.
Yeah.
But we see this all the time in Survivor. Someone makes one move and then all of a sudden, oh my gosh, we can't beat this. They made one move. And I think Dee and Devins are starting to feel that in terms of Taylor. And I'm curious if that'll continue throughout this week.
It's interesting that you say this winning wrong.
Yes.
They said Lala, Yash, and Tay need to be doing the work along with the Fab Four to come together. The vets are about to scoop the Fab Four and get Lala, Tay, Yash out here. But this is why I'm happy about them working with Kamu, because he can win some competitions and he's a strong warrior for them. So I know people was mad that they working together.
Yash got potential too.
Yeah, right. So I'm like, I'm not.
He do. Yash is due for HOH, honestly.
For sure. And so I'm like, I'm not mad at them because that's more protection for them and he's able and willing. So I'm not mad at it. But I agree that although they have this tentative like peace between the 4 and their 4 over here, like this 4 over here, and then therefore there's peace here, but then you still got the icons because you got Drew and Bear who's so far up they behinds, you can't really trust them not to just do whatever the icons tell them to do. And now you got, people like, oh, I don't know if I really want to target the vets or not. Mallory and Melly, I don't have time for that. We don't have time for that. Kamu for HOH. Can't believe I'm saying it. Kamu for HOH again because
I do not want to see Kamu win another HOH. Not yet.
It seems like Kamu and Yash are potentially the only 2 that's willing to take a shot. What was it? I think someone put in the chat earlier, Melody, Mallory, they're waffling. Oh, we need someone else to take a shot at the vets. We've seen it this week with Lala and Taylor saying, we can't take the shot. Of course, Lala has the honor society or whatever with Angela and Dee, and they want to protect Devins as well. So we're approaching a spot where they know they have to take a shot, but no one wants to, and there's very few people that I would say are willing to take that shot.
And Kamu and Yash are the only ones. So yeah, I don't mind a Yash HOH.
And not Haley. So you know what? The question for y'all as we start to wrap up, this is a lot has happened.
Yes.
Where are we at right now? What are we who are going to be there rooting for, and why do we want Haley to stay? Because we're all official Thogsters.
I do not want Haley to win. If Haley wins the blockbuster, more than likely, Chuck is gonna be the one to leave. Nobody is fooling with Haley. Haley is gonna get put in a corner. Haley is going to be excluded from conversations. Haley is going to be in a corner sad, and then they're going to do the whole she's getting bullied, and then we're going to have to go back and forth online with it. I don't even want to see it. Send her ass home. She said she want to go home. Let's send her ass home, and that's it. I don't want to see it.
Yeah.
Whether I like you or not, I really don't like to see people excluded anyways.
For sure.
So let's kill two birds with one stone. I don't want to see your ass no ways, and I don't want to see you be lonely. So go be lonely at home with your dog. Matter of fact, yeah, your dog. Go home with your dog.
I gotta say,
that's exactly what's gonna happen if she stays. Exactly what's gonna happen.
For me, I disagree. I need Chuck to go because Chuck don't give nothing. At least Haley gives us someone so uniquely unlikable and like can easily.
If she had a bark, I would want her to stay. But like, babe, pull your bark out. Like, fight back.
Yeah, like you definitely didn't tap into the OG redhead that we love because, baby, if you were anything like
not live up to the redhead status. That's why it's fake.
At all.
But I don't know. I think it's interesting where even the decision to keep Haley or Chuck, I could be wrong, but in my mind, Chuck is thinking about the sides that we're talking about, the groups that are forming in this house. I think Chuck is, dare I say, a guy's guy, and he goes back to Kamu and Yash because where else is he gonna go? I think Haley has more of an opportunity to go with Angela and Dee, so I think it still is a little significant in terms of what sides people go to.
I actually think Chuck has a better shot at reintegrating himself back into the house. I really do. Like, and when it comes down to it, who does the house like more? They like Chuck more than Haley.
Yeah, so nobody dislikes
Haley's gonna have a harder time. Yeah, nobody really disliked Chuck. Like, yeah, like they beefing with him and they not really feeling him. But Lala didn't lie. Like, that's your anchor. Haley is your anchor. He's like, well, so-and-so's together, so-and-so's together. Yes, Taylor and Lala are together, but nobody really hates Lala. Nobody really hates Taylor.
Yeah.
People hate Haley. They do not like her. You know what I'm saying? So that's why your anchor drags a lot more than anybody else's anchor in the house, if that makes sense.
That's true. Yash does dislike him, but it's like not a universal, like, oh my gosh. Everybody
he has conversations with them and he fakes it. A lot of people do not fake it with Haley. Like, she know Melody don't like her. You know what I'm saying? She know there are people in the house that just not fooling with her. Yash can fake it enough to where
that's the thing. Like, they don't like him. The ones that don't like him, but they'll have conversations with him.
Yes, and I don't. They don't do that with Haley. They don't care to even have to fake the conversations with her. Like, Barrett and Haley were in the kitchen today, and when I tell you, I was like, this is so awkward to watch. Like, it just didn't even feel natural, and it just felt like it was forced. So she wasn't alone, and I was just like, ugh, she can go.
Yeah. We'll see, though. We shall see.
Yeah. Important blockbuster.
But yeah, feeds, y'all. That was good, baby. They fed us real good this weekend. Praise the Lord.
Yeah, we ain't gonna get that again in a minute.
I was about to say, yeah, it's about
I love it.
Dare I say, it might be a bit of a snooze to finish. So the big rumblings will be, do they end up keeping Haley over Chuck? That's kind of the main scenario where
one of them gotta go.
And honestly, a waffle, I don't mind.
Hey, me either. If it flips to Barrett, I will be color me surprised, but that might be a little fun to watch. But I don't think that's very.
He can go because look, not two of my draft picks Undanger, and both of them can go because they both give us.
Your whole
baby, I was ready to kick Lyric.
Huh?
I was ready to kick Lyric.
You said my whole draft got to do what?
Your whole draft can go, Eric. If we're being real.
No, I didn't say all that because I still got Mallory, huh? I still got Melody. Okay, my girls ain't gotta go nowhere. Hey. My Eve and Eve don't have to go nowhere.
Your problem is that the women on your team are likable, but they not doing shit.
Like, right. I'm about to say,
do something.
I'm already crafting gosh dang a girl give me nothing tier because there's at least 3 people right now that's giving me nothing.
They need some power.
They aren't in La La Land, but they're giving nothing this week.
And I'm sick of Barrett and his little bit that he do every Thursday with Julie. I'm so sick of it.
It's kind of fire. We didn't touch on it. It's getting better. It's getting
better. We didn't touch on it for a reason because stop.
Julie's playing into it. It's better.
Oh, Julie, I didn't see you there. I don't want to see you there next week. Oh, you won't be there next
There's
week because you're
improvement.
gonna be on that block.
And guess what? He about to hit Blockbuster, do that little hair twirl.
Yeah,
and
we
say,
did
"This
not
for
send
you,
our
Eric."
best. I'm cracking up.
What you say?
Do better next time, Matt. He said, as a Missourian, I want to apologize for Haley. We did not send our best. Sorry, do better next time, fam. Do better next time.
Do we like this
All right.
season? This season, this episode, this week definitely saves it.
This, yeah, because baby, it was draggy the last like.
I hadn't been on these in like 2 weeks.
It was a chore to watch these.
Episodes were decent. Episodes had their moments. Decent
little
season.
peaks.
Though even the casuals, I got family friends that are casuals, and it's like, this side won again. This side won again. And so this is a very important shift. That the first chapter this season is done, and we are on to chapter 2, and
we're finally on a new chapter, right? We're finally,
goddamn, turn the page, Jesus.
Gosh.
But
right.
All right, Eric, let us know. Close us out.
For sure. Thank you all so much for tuning in to another episode of Who All Gonna Be There podcast. We appreciate it. Everybody that's in the chat. It has been wonderful as always. But y'all know what to do if you're listening and watching and you have not already. Go to YouTube at Who All Gonna Be There podcast. Leave us a like, leave us a comment to let us know what you thought, and hit that bell at the top to turn on the notifications. Then going over to Twitter, if you're not following our new account already, at AWAGBT_podcast, and give us a follow. And of course on Instagram as well, at Who All There, and turn on those notifications as well, so you never miss when we have an episode coming out.
Period.
It has been real, and we will see y'all Thursday.
Good night. Thursday, guys. Bye.
Go Haley.
Okay.